Hi, everybody. My name's Claudine, and my mom has Parkinson's. And today I'm going to do a little video about what it's like to be her caregiver. Um, she wanted me to just sort of tell about the caregiver side of it. And so far, it's been extremely simple. Just helping her with a few odd things that she needs. You know what I mean? Like shopping or driving or just taking to appointments or whatever. Driving's the big one that so far I've been doing because we don't live together yet. I'm looking forward to the time when we do live together. But taking care of my mom so far has been very simple, and I've enjoyed all the extra time that we've had together, actually, because we were friends. Be like, she was my mom, and she was always my rock. But then, as an adult, we really became friends, and so um, I actually like her as a person. So that probably makes it easier for me to do things for her and help her. Than it would be for someone who is just doing it as their job. If like a lot of people have jobs as caregivers and a lot of people are the perfect people for those positions. But I feel like the aspect of love that I have for mom makes it a lot easier for me to want to be the one that does those things. As we're moving forward, I know that her needs are increasing. I see sort of a steady grow of things that she needs. But right now, they're just some help with some YouTube editing, and we're sort of figuring it out as we go. But it's nice to see her have like a purpose in life and all these great friends that she's met through this YouTube channel. Um, and a lot of people going through the caregiving aspect of it later on is when it's going to become more difficult. And I know that mom is very concerned about being a burden to me or somehow um, taking away time that I would be using for myself. She doesn't want to take too much of my time. She's always wanting me like don't stay, you know what I mean? So I feel like if she could just understand that I want to be there, like as a child, she took care of me. I didn't have to apologize for taking up her time. She just expected that I was there taking up her time because I needed things because I was little and growing up. And now, as my parents are aging, my child is grown and I don't have to work a full time job. Luckily, I've worked for many years, but now I have the luxury, basically. I know how lucky I am um, to just have the time to be able to take care of my parents and be at their beck and call for whatever is going on at the time. Um, but going forward, I know that there's going to be some uncomfortable times or that become more difficult as her needs become more personal with maybe like um, I don't know, like hygiene or organizing pills or just sort of, I think, actually organizing anything because I'm really worried mom will feel like I'm trying to take control. And I definitely am not trying to take any control away from mom. I really just want to be there to help her. And I feel like she was always there for me and she was my rock my entire life. And now things are changing. And I want her to know that I want to be her rock and be there for her going forward. And it's strange how a mother daughter relationship can sort of change um, to becoming more of like on an even playing field and then even start to decline in the other direction eventually as you become more and more of a caregiver for your parents. Um, we've done a personal directive, which makes me sort of like the person that can make those decisions. And I'm ready to make those decisions because I know exactly what her wishes are. So because she's able to be so close with me now and tell me all of those wishes, I can then be there for her to make sure that that's what happens for her. But I'm looking very closely forward to combining our homes so that she can have a better quality of life because she'll have more people to talk to. You know what I mean? Like I'll be there to talk to like all the time, not just give me a video call or if she drops her pen down her chair, I can just easily come up and get it. You know what I mean? Because we're in the same house. And also things like maybe like pill organization. people with Parkinson's have to take pills many times a day, and different pills, but that's on a very sort of a rigid schedule that you need to take your pills. And sometimes it's hard for mom because she can't remember if she's had that dose or if she just took it. Sometimes she takes it like 15 minutes early. And if that's the case, then the time will come and she'll get her reminder. And there's been a few times that she wasn't sure if she had taken it, and then she took it again, like a double dose. And then there was a time that she assumed she had taken it and it just wasn't working, you know. But I feel like being a caregiver is more than just doing the tasks and whatnot. Like, I want to be there to help her, and I'm looking forward to it. And I know that as life progresses, Parkinson's is a progressive disease, and it comes with some Lewy body dementia sometimes, and also the rigidity of her body where she's in pain and hurting and stiff. And I want to be able to help her maintain her lifestyle and help out with those types of things, just because I can, you know, because I am the one that's there and loving her. And it's hard maybe for her to not feel like a burden and feel bad for asking for things, but I'm hoping that we'll come to a time where she feels comfortable telling me what her needs are and how, and then I can make them happen for her, you know, um, less of a burden, you know what I mean? But it will take time as we sort of figure out our way through this new path that we're going down. You know, I've never been a caregiver for a parent before, and she's never needed care before. So you know, as you lose your independence, I would assume that that makes you feel like um a burden to other people. But honestly, burden is mom's word. I'm not using that word. I just hmm, it's hard. I don't actually make videos like this very often. In fact, never. So she wanted me to do this caregiver video and just talk openly and honestly about, you know, how I'm feeling about doing it and moving forward and whatnot. And I just want to let her know that I was raised, I saw you when your mom was sick. Like when my grandma was sick, near the end of her life, my mom went out, moved, well, not moved, but went across the country and stayed for a whole year. Like, she went back and saw dad various times, but basically lived in with her mom for a whole year until she passed at Christmas. And she wanted to be there for her mom. You know, she wanted her mom to know that she was there for her. And that's exactly how I'm feeling in this situation. Like, luckily, she moved back from across the country before this became an issue here. So I am right here rather than me moving to Nova Scotia. But not that there's anything wrong with Nova Scotia, but um, there's a lot more going on in Alberta, and this is where our family is now. So we want to stay close to family, and it'll be better once we're all in one house. And then when my brother and his family come over and my daughter Ivy comes over with her boyfriend, we can just all be together, you know. It'll be I'm something really looking forward to it. And I know there will be difficult times as her needs change and increase, and times that are awkward. And I know that we have a good relationship now, and we will go through that together. And when we come to it, you know, I'm a very patient person, and I'm also quite educated and researched quite a bit as to what to expect with the coming of Parkinson's. And so I know that there's some not nice things coming, and it will be harder for her, mostly with the mind stuff, as she becomes a little less organized. And her handwriting is a real issue right now. So if there's some list she wants made, she can just verbally give it to me in the future, and I can jot it down, and she won't have to deal with small frustrations like that, because I can take some of those little things off her plate to begin with, you know. And then going forward, I'm prepared, you know. I can talk to my uncle for support there, because he has been a caregiver for my grandfather for many, many years. And so I do have a support system of my own, um, separate from my parents, that I can definitely turn to fill up my own cup. because it's important for caregivers. And I've watched a lot of other people. I watch um, a lot of channels about caregivers for people with Parkinson's or with Lewy body dementia, and what day-to-day life sort of consists of and what the problems can be. And I feel like we can face them together. I know what's coming. It's going to be harder for her than for me, and I just want to know her to know that I'm going to be there for her. And also that I have like my own support system, so my cup will not be emptied, and I'm ready for it. And whatever comes our way, we'll do it together. So, sort of my take on what is it is like to be a caregiver for my mom right now, and going forward, it'll be good too. So, anyway, there's my caregiver video. I hope everybody enjoys it. Have a great day.